1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The caretaker foreign minister has condemned the unlawful measures of New Delhi to consolidate its occupation of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan has strongly condemned the terrorist attack at the police headquarters in the southeastern region of Iran, which resulted in the killing of 11 security personnel. 12 Palestinians have been martyred in the continued Israeli bombardment on central and southern Gaza. Pakistan are chasing a victory target of 450 runs against Australia on the fourth day of the Perth cricket test match. And now the news in detail. The Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jilani has addressed letters to the leadership of the United Nations, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the European Union, inviting their attention to the illegality of the recent judgment of the Supreme Court of India on the status of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In these letters, the Foreign Minister has underscored that under the international law, domestic legislation and judicial verdicts cannot be invoked to determine the final status of an internationally recognized disputed territory. He has condemned the unlawful measures of the Indian authorities to consolidate their occupation of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and persistent suppression of the rights of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The Foreign Minister said India's illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019 and a series of subsequent steps are aimed at altering the demographic structure and political landscape of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He termed the recent judgment of the Supreme Court of India a breach of the international law and relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions, especially Resolution 122 of 1957. Kashmiris and Pakistani diaspora groups in the United Kingdom have lauded the Scottish National Party leader and parliamentarian Alison Thewlis for raising the Kashmir question in the British Parliament. According to the Kashmir Media Service, Alison Thewlis asked the British government for its assessment over the Indian Kangaroo Court, the so-called Supreme Court's decision, which backed ending the special status of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Kashmir question during the debate in the British Parliament came when Member Parliament Paul Bristow chaired a conference on the long-pending Kashmir dispute at the British Parliament. Repatriation of illegal foreign nationals, including Afghans, to their countries is continuing in a dignified and safe manner. 1,634 illegal Afghan nationals returned to their country yesterday. So far, 435,152 illegal Afghans have been repatriated to Afghanistan. The crackdown against electricity theft continues all across the country to ensure fruitful results. According to the details, during this month, 2.36 billion rupees have been collected, while 222 people arrested involved in electricity theft. From September to the 10th of this month, 53.65 billion rupees have so far been collected from people stealing electricity. The concerned departments are determined to continue the crackdown against electricity theft. The Election Commission of Pakistan has resumed training of district returning officers and returning officers for the general elections. According to the spokesperson of the Election Commission of Pakistan, the training will be completed on Tuesday. A total of 144 district returning officers and 859 returning officers are being trained for the general elections. Pakistan has strongly condemned the terrorist attack at the police headquarters in the southeastern region of Iran, which resulted in the killing of 11 security personnel and injuring several others. In a statement today, the Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan stands in full solidarity with the government and the brotherly people of Iran in this hour of unspeakable tragedy. The spokesperson said terrorism is a threat to regional as well as global peace and security, and it needs to be confronted by all means, including through bilateral and regional cooperation. At least 12 Palestinians have been martyred in the continued Israeli strikes on central and southern Gaza. The health ministry in Gaza said Israeli forces bombardment the city of Deir al-Balah, which resulted in the martyrdom scores of civilians. At least 18,787 Palestinians have so far been martyred in the Israeli attack since October 7th. In Argentina, at least 13 people have been killed in a severe storm that struck regions along the Atlantic coast. And finally, cricket. And on the fourth day of the Perth cricket test match against Australia, Pakistan in the second innings, chasing a victory target of 450 runs, was 77 runs for the loss of 6 wickets a short while ago. Earlier, Australia declared the second innings at 233 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.